What is up, everybody? Today, we are doing something absolutely insane. We're not giving away $1 million, but we are unlocking a treasure chest of adventure in a country you might not even know exists, Benin. Get ready. I'm taking you on an epic journey through this incredible West African nation. Forget everything you think you know about travel, because Benin is about to blow your mind with its stunning landscapes, cities that pulse with energy, a cultural history so deep it's literally unbelievable. This isn't just a vacation, it's a life-changing quest. I'm talking about a place where entire villages float on water, where ancient royalty once ruled, where you can come face to face with some of Africa's most majestic wildlife. We're going to explore bustling markets that are a feast for the senses, walk the hauntingly powerful route of slaves, and discover unique traditions that have been passed down for centuries. The goal is simple: to show you why Benin needs to be at the very top of your travel bucket list. It's a challenge, but I promise you, the reward is an experience you will never, ever forget. So buckle up. This is not your average travel guide. We've found the 15 absolute best, most mind-blowing places to visit in Benin, and we're going to explore every single one. From sprawling national parks to sacred festivals and relaxing on pristine beaches, are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Because we're starting right now. All right, first up, we're diving headfirst into the absolute chaos and energy of Cotonou. This isn't the capital, but trust me, it's the beating heart of Benin. The second you step out, you're hit with a wave of sound, color, life. The streets are packed with zemijans. These are the motorcycle taxis. There are literally thousands of them buzzing around like a giant swarm of bees. It's pure, unfiltered energy, one of the most exciting things I've ever experienced. You can't come to Benin and not feel the pulse of this incredible city. Our first challenge here was navigating the Ganvié market. A sprawling labyrinth that covers acres, colorful fabrics, handcrafted jewelry, spices you've never even heard of. We spent hours getting lost in narrow alleyways, bargaining with friendly vendors, trying unbelievable street food. It's an assault on the senses in the best way possible. You feel the raw, authentic culture in every corner. But Cotonou isn't just hustle. As the sun sets, the city transforms. Watch local fishermen bring in their daily catch. The Atlantic stretching out before you at sunset. Nightlife spills out of bars and clubs, live music and dancing. Cotonou is loud, intense, unapologetically alive. The perfect high-energy start to our Benin adventure. Okay guys, for this next stop, we're taking a step back in time, and it's going to be incredibly powerful and emotional. We've come to Ouidah, a city with a beautiful, calm exterior that holds one of the most tragic histories on the planet. This was one of the largest slave trading ports in Africa. For centuries, millions of people were forced from their homes, marched through this very city, and shipped across the Atlantic. It's a heavy, somber reality, but it's a history that the world needs to remember. And being here is a profoundly moving experience. We are walking the exact path they walked, known as the Route of Slaves. It's a 4-kilometer trail that leads from the old slave market in the city center all the way to the beach. Along the way, there are memorials and statues that mark significant points, like the Tree of Forgetfulness, where enslaved people were forced to circle, supposedly to forget their past. It's impossible to walk this path and not feel the weight of history. The route ends at the door of no return, a massive, haunting archway on the beach facing the ocean. This was the final point on African soil for millions. It's a place for reflection, for remembrance, and for honoring the resilience of the human spirit. Ouidah is also a major center for the Vodun, or Voodoo, religion, which has roots that traveled with the enslaved to the Americas. From the somber history of Ouidah, we're now jumping into the epic story of a powerful African empire. Welcome to Abomey, the former capital of the Kingdom of Dahomey. This place is straight out of a history book, but it's real, and we're walking right through it. Inside, incredible bas-reliefs tell the story of the kingdom, battles, royal symbols, triumphs, alongside artifacts showcasing royal power. Walking these earthen structures feels like time travel. Get ready, we are in Ganvié, the largest stilt village in Africa, where over 20,000 people live their lives on water. There are no roads, no cars. The only way to get around is by boat. The floating market is beautiful chaos, a vibrant social and economic hub entirely on the water. Welcome to Pendjari National Park, remote, wild, and teeming with life, home to elephants, antelope, crocodiles, and the critically endangered West African lion. This is Porto-Novo, the official capital, the political and cultural heart with a laid-back vibe. Famous for Afro-Brazilian architecture, the Grand Mosque looks like a colorful Brazilian church. Museums here illuminate Benin's diverse cultures, perfect for slowing down and soaking in art and history. Grand-Popo is Benin's ultimate beach. Miles of golden sand and Atlantic waves, the paradise reset of our journey. We boated the Mono River to the Bouche du Roi, serene waters perfect for swimming. The coast is changing. Dramatic erosion scenes and skilled fishermen define the shore. Welcome to Natitingou. Cool air, rugged green slopes, and the gateway to Samba country. We hit the market and museum for a crash course on Samba traditions and architecture. In a Taneka village, life feels timeless. Round huts, conical roofs, elders, and deep ancestral customs. We met the chief and spiritual leader, a respectful permission that frames the visit. Boukoumbé's Tata Sombas are miniature castles, two-story mud and straw fortresses for family, livestock, and grain. Ground floor warms the living terrace above. Sleeping pods and rooftop granaries crown the design. Across the savannah, Tata Sombas dot the horizon, a living museum of ingenious architecture. Every compound is unique, often protected by fetishes, heritage made tangible. This is living history, and it's absolutely magical. Next, we return to the water to see the bigger picture beyond Ganvié. Lake Nokoué, life on the water. We are back in the south of Benin. We're exploring the massive body of water that the stilt village of Ganvié sits on. This is Lake Nokoué, a huge lagoon, the lifeblood for hundreds of thousands. While Ganvié is the most famous spot, the entire lake is a bustling ecosystem. They use an ingenious technique called akaja. Dense brush piles create fish habitat, later encircled with nets to harvest. From above, the patterns are stunning. Massive canoes ferry people and goods. The lake is a highway and a marketplace. Exploring Lake Nokoué shows the bigger picture of this aquatic society. Savalou, the Sacred Yam Festival Challenge. We timed it for the annual Yam Festival. Not just food, but culture, history, and spirituality for the Mahi people. The king tastes the new yam first. Only then can everyone partake. A centuries-old ritual, parades, riding displays, drumming, and the best pounded yam. The town becomes one joyous celebration. We're in Dassa-Zoumé, a city woven around 41 granite hills, surreal geology, and deep spiritual resonance. Every August, tens of thousands visit the Grotto of Arigbo, often called the Lourdes of Benin. Hiking the hills reveals refuge caves and breathtaking vistas. In Nikki, capital of the Bariba, we witness the Gaani festival, a spectacular convergence of tradition and horsemanship. Chiefs and princes, lavishly dressed, thunder toward the king, halting in a show of loyalty and nerve. Drums, horns, fantasia riders, a living spectacle of Bariba identity. Welcome to Pobe, the green heart of Benin, where sacred forests and fertile farmlands sustain communities. A protected sacred forest for the local Yoruba, nature and spirituality intertwined. Palm oil, teak, corn, cassava, rich soils and traditional methods power daily life. It's the perfect, peaceful end to our epic adventure. And that is it. 15 of the most incredible, mind-blowing, life-changing places in Benin. We've explored floating cities, ancient palaces, wild national parks, and vibrant festivals. I told you this country was a hidden gem, and I hope we've shown you what makes it so special. Benin is a country of incredible contrasts, from heartbreaking history to joyful celebrations, with some of the warmest people anywhere. If you want a trip that will challenge, inspire, and change how you see the world, add Benin to your bucket list. Don't just dream about it, start planning it. This isn't just a vacation, it's an education. The culture is rich, the landscapes are diverse, and the adventure is as real as it gets. I want to know, which one of these 15 places blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments. If you want more insane adventures, destroy that like button, subscribe to Global Landscape, and ring the bell. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.